Professor Rajsekhar Malagali, HOD of Civil Department. Yeah, and then today he'll be taking ratios and proportions and number puzzles. Okay, so we welcome you, sir, and we can start the session with your permission, sir.
Yes, sir. We'll start it, sir.
Yes, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, students?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, okay. Can you see the PPT?
Not it, sir.
Yes, sir. We'll wait, sir.
So it is showing you are presenting, but yeah, started, sir.
Number
puzzles. I can
puzzle white screen, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir, one more clarification. Just I will write something on the board. Is it visible or not? That you just inform me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, this line in the corner.
Yes, sir. I can see at the edges you are drawing some
Yeah.
lines.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Sir. Right. Sir. Dear students, out of many topics in the numerical aptitude, today I am going to introduce two of them. The one is a number puzzle, and the second one is ratios and proportions. Okay. As I told you that in the first class that they are checking whether you know how to use the plus sign, minus sign, and multiplication and divisible sign. These four signs how to use in our real life, that they are going to check in your aptitude test. Okay, here in this number puzzles, one more thing they are going to check from you, that is can you understand English perfectly? For example, some verbs will be there, or some twice means what, thrice means what, okay, and increased by means what, increased by means what, increased to means what, increased to means what, you know, or decreased, the same thing, decreased by means what, decreased to means what. Somewhere they will say that the number is increased to, increased to 120 means what, increased by 120 means what, you know. These all things means whether you are aware of these small words or the meaning of the sentences or not, that they are going to check through number puzzles. Okay, say for example, if I write something here like uh, x plus 30 equal to y, then this is an equation, but how to put in a sentence, how to put in a sentence, that I can say that x plus 30 yeah, is equal to that a number is added by 30, increased by 30, becomes, here I am not saying that it is equal to, but I am saying that it becomes y. Okay, or otherwise I can say like a number is increased by 30 becomes another number. See, another number, I did not that pronounce x and y here, but just I told in a different way. Now can you see this, can you say that make a sentence of this, 3x plus 30 equal to y, 3x plus 30 equal to y, how you can put it in a sentence. Can anyone try? Can anyone try? Just unmute your this one. You can try this one. 3x plus 30 equal to y. X is a number.
Sir, if some number is multiplied by
Can anyone?
and added by 30, then it becomes another number.
Another number, right? That is also good thing. And can you make a very shorter? That is also the right one. A number is multiplied by 3 and added 30, then that becomes y. That is the correct one. Then smarter way. Still, I want a small sentence. The number is multiplied by 3 is there. No, that you can put it in a other way. Can you try it?
Three times of x.
The number is
Yes,
added
times
by
you can
10.
use it here. 3 times of x. No? The number is?
The number is added by 10. It
Once again.
is equals to the 3y. The number is added by 10.
That
then
means you.
so it is equal to the 3y.
3y won't come here. 3 becomes down this one. No, you are
Y by
simplified.
3.
Do not simplify this one. You are saying that x plus 10 equal to y by 3 it is. No? Do not simplify. Do not simplify. Just express this one in a sentence in a smarter way. Someone told that x is multiplied by 3 and someone made it a very smarter, that is the times they used, and 3 times the x they said. Then still further, still smarter way.
Y is addition of.
Why? Then can anyone? Smarter way. 3x plus 30 equal to y. In a broader sense, it is a 3 multiplied by x added to 30 is equal to y. This is what the very clearly I told. And in a smarter way, smarter than this one will be 3 multiplied x multiplied by 3 and added 30 becomes y. This is the again smarter way. Then smarter than this one, 3 times x is added 30 becomes y. Very good. That is also right. And further make it a smarter way. In a small sentence you need to make. Use some other words in English. I will tell you one thing. Okay, this instead of calling this was a that 3 times the x, then I will call it as a thrice the number. Right now, see, thrice the number, thrice the number, thrice the number added with 30 becomes y. No, here instead of 3 times the number, I am using thrice the number. Now see that fourth one I got. Still confusing way. Can you explain this one in a confusing way, or otherwise in a difficult way? Can you explain this one? But here the restriction is you should not use is equal to word. Is equal to word you should not use, and you should not use added word. You should not use the increased word. These words you should not use. And other than these words, which one you can suggest in the place of plus?
So sum of both number is y.
There, see here, sum of the thrice the number and 30 becomes y. No? That is also good thing. The sum of means first I concentrated here. Here in this statement, thrice the number, first concentration is on 3x. Okay, and now someone told, now just present she told that she concentrated on plus in the first preference. See, she said that sum of the means plus is the first held. Like that, can you hold first in the statement in the first word as a 30? Can you have this one 30? First concentration should be on 30. That I'll tell you. 30 more than the, see what I said, 30 more than the thrice the number thrice the number thrice the number becomes another number. See, this question becomes a cat or mat exam question. Cat or mat exam question it is. 30 more than the thrice the number becomes another number. And this you can call it as a PGCET. This you can call it as a somewhat 12th standard. This you can call it as a 10th standard. This you can call it as a 7th standard. See, the same question, 3x plus 30 equal to y, but expressed in a different ways. Even if you go to the some very tough examinations like foreign countries, some great universities, they may make it very complicated. They may make it very complicated. But the thing is that general aptitude means you need to make it a small that equation. After making this, after converting this statement to the small equation, then everything is nothing. That everything will be very easy. That we are going to learn from this chapter, that is the number puzzles. Number puzzles means what? The sentences will be given. In that sentence, we need to understand that, and after that you need to write a small equation. After writing the small equation, then everything becomes very easy, because that is just a simple mathematics we need to follow. Okay, we'll go one by one question. And here there is no theory, there is no hard and fast rule, or otherwise you need to go like this only, like that only. No, not like that. Just you need to concentrate on the problem statement, and after that try to put it in a equation. If you are able to put it in a equation, then the problem will be solved. The problem will be solved. Now see here, when a number is subtracted with its 3/5, you get 50. What is the number? Okay, when a number means here x, the number means x, is subtracted means minus, with its means then again x, 3/5 means 3/5 of x, because it's no, then you get means what? Equal to. See, in last class, in last slides I told that equal to or becomes, but now they replaced with some other name. You get means equal to 50. Yes, 50. Then what will be the equation? X, a number, is subtracted with its 3/5 of that number, then you get means equal to 50. Then what is the number? Over, just you need to that follow the mathematics here. Take x common, then inside will be 3/5 equal to 50. Then x as it is here, just 1 minus 3/5, you can make it like a 3 LCM as a 5. Then 5 minus 3 equal to 50. And 5 minus 3 is a 2/5. This x equal to 50. Then this 5 goes this side. Then x equal to 50 into 5 divided by 50 into 5 divided by 2. Then 2 1 ja 2. How many? 225 ja 25 into 5, 125 is the answer. Right? This 125 becomes the answer. Then what is that number? That number is 125. You can read it again. A 125 is subtracted with its 3/5, you will get 50. That number is 125. You know, here the thing is that you should able to write this equation. Once you write this equation, then whatever that follows, that is just a mathematics. Okay, we'll go to the next problem. A number is doubled and 9 is added. The result when tripled, it becomes 75. What is the number? A number is doubled. A number is This is doubled. Okay, doubled. And 9 is added. Then 9 is added. Okay. The result when tripled. The result means what? This is the result. No, this is the result. The result is tripled. Okay. It becomes okay 75. Right. Right. The number is doubled and 9 is added. The result becomes the result is tripled, then becomes 75. Now what? 2x plus 9 equal to 75 by 3. 3 1 ja 325 ja. Then 2x equal to 25 minus 9. This 9 comes this side. 25 minus 9 is 16. X equal to x equal to 16 by 2. That is x equal to 8 over. Okay. Here is the answer. Where to knock? This is a very important. This statement is very important. If you know this statement out of this this equation out of this statement, then the problem is solved. Right? We'll go to the next problem. Find the number which, when multiplied by 15, is increased by 196. Very important. See, in one statement only, in one line only, they explained it. Find the number. Okay, this I will skip it. Find the number. Okay, because this is the question. Very interesting is from here. It is very interesting. Which is when multiplied by 15 is increased by 196. Which means what? The number which, when multiplied by 15, that number is multiplied by 15, is increased by 196. This is very important. It is now, we are not increasing the number. Is means what? Itself increased by 196. What to do? Find the number. Okay, find the number. I know this one. Which, when multiplied by 15, which, when multiplied by 15, is increased by 196. Now the question is increased by, who is getting increased? Which number is that? Is whether it is 15x is increased by 196 or x is increased by 196, or what? About what they are explaining this one? Increased by 196. That is the number. The number is increased by 196. Think what I can write.
Is equal to x plus 196.
Very good. X plus 196. 196. But here, if you explain this one in a 7th or 10th standard level, then how you can write it in a statement? Now you wrote this statement from here, from this statement to this equation you wrote. From equation to the statement, how you say? We can say that 15 times the x becomes x added to 196, or x is increased by 196. X increased by 196, but here they are not told once again that x increased by 196. Is increased by 196. Here is means what? That is a which. Which means what? The number. English grammar. Okay, we need to concentrate little on the English grammar. Is increased by 196. What is that? Is means which is increased by 196, which means the number. Therefore, a number when multiplied by 15 is increased by 196 is 14. Now the rest is very easy. Then what I need to do? 15x is there. Bring this one x this side. That is 196. Then here x 15 minus x is 14x. 15x minus x is 14x equal to 196. Then x equal to 196 divided by 14. Then x equal to 14. Okay, 14 ones are 14 14s are. Therefore x equal to 14. Over. We'll go to the next problem. Find the sum of the number and its square is 1. If the sum of the number and its square is 182. What is the number? It's somewhat easy. Here they are concentrating on first the word sum. Sum. If the sum of, whenever I say sum means I should add some two or more than two numbers, no? Then you should know this one. When I say sum means some place is empty here and some place is empty here. Of the number, okay, the number and its square. Its means what? The number.
X
Its
square.
means the number. X square is 182 over x plus x square is equal to 182. Now, how you solve this equation, that's left to you. Because this is look like a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0.
Hello.
I think sir disconnected.
Yeah.
Hello, students. Just a second. I'll just check with sir what has happened, and I'll be back with you. Please wait.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
ಹೌದ್ರಿ ಈಗ ಬಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಹೌದು, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಹೋಯ್ತದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಏನು ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. Am I audible now, sir? Through Google Meet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right. Slide is also visible, right?
No, sir.
That presentation is came no?
Not yet, sir. I think it will come in under few seconds, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. We can see on the screen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now concentrate on this. Thrice the square of natural number. The question paper setter are very intelligent. Therefore, they have to tell the natural number. They have to tell this, the word natural number. Natural number means the student should not use 0, and should not use some fractions like 3.5, 7.5. Student should not use like a root 3, root 4, root 5. You know? Therefore, they are concentrating on, means they are forcing you to consider natural number. Thrice the square of the natural number. Okay, now you understood that what is the meaning of that. You avoid this natural word. Thrice the square of the number decreased by 4 times the number is equal to 50 more than the number. Somewhat very easy. Thrice the square of the number. First, I have to concentrate on thrice or square. Thrice the, yes, square of the number. See how I write. Thrice the square of the number. Decreased by 4 times the number. 4 times the number is equal to 50 more. Yes, 50 more than the number. 50 more than the number. Over. Okay. Now, can you solve this one? Very easy. 3x square. Then bring this x this side. Then it becomes 5x. Then 50 also bring that side. Then it becomes minus 50 equal to 0. How to solve? Shall we go to the factorization or that Sridhar's formula? Sridhar's formula you can use, no problem. Minus b means minus of minus 5 plus or minus square root of b square means 25 minus 4 times a times c divided by, this is a minus, this is a minus, then divided by 2 into 3. This is a becomes very lengthy process. Therefore, I may go to the factorization. Factorization says that 50 into 3 is a 150. This is a minus and I need to divide it. Then I need to get a, if I add, then I need to get a minus 5. If I multiply, I need to get a 150. Might be it will work with a 10 and 15. Okay, 10 and 15. Minus 5 I need to get means minus I will write here and plus I will write here. Then this is the x and this is the x, this is the x square. Now 10 into minus 15 is a minus 150 x square. 10x minus 15x is minus 5x. Therefore, I got it. Here I can write it as a 3x square minus this 10x and then minus 15x minus 50 equal to 0. From these two, I will take x as a common. Then x common. Then here I will get a 3x square. 3x I will get inside. Minus 10 I will get. Okay. Then here from these two I will get a 5 I will get a common. Minus 5 I will get a common. Then inside it will be 3x minus 10 I will get equal to 0. Then I can make a 3x minus 10 bracket that I can take common. 3x minus 10 is a common. Then left one will be x minus 5 equal to 0. Either this will be equal to 0 or this will be equal to 0. Then I will get a answer like x minus 5 equal to 0, x equal to 5. Yes, one answer. And another answer I can get it as a 3x minus 10 equal to 0. Then x equal to 10 by 3. 10 by 3. See here. Then which is a correct answer? Whether x equal to 5 is a correct answer or x equal to 10 by 3 is a correct answer. Actually speaking, both are correct answer. If you consider, if you put these both the number in this equation, you will get the equation satisfied. But the word natural is there. This natural number helps us to choose 5, not 10 by 3. Okay. Therefore, I need to consider natural number 5. I need to consider and go ahead. Therefore, the answer is 5. Go to the next. in the 2-digit number, a very smart question it is. In a 2-digit number, yes, 2-digit. This is 1 digit and this is 1 digit. The digit in the unit place is 4 times the digit in the 10th place. The sum of the digit is 10. What is the number? Yes. First you should know 1, 2, 5, 6. If this is a number, this is called as a unit number, unit digit, and this is the 10th place, and this is a 100th place, and this is a 1000th place. No. Here they are talking about 2-digit number means something something. Means here unit digit will be there and here 10th digit will be there. Only 2 digits will be there. The digit in the unit place means this one is 4 times the digit in the 10th place. Whatever you write here, then this place will be 4 times of that. If I write 1 here, then here it should be 4, because 4 times of 1 is 4. If I write 2 here, then here it should be 8. If I write 3 here, it should be 12. When I write 12 here, this become a 3-digit number. Therefore, I will get only these two. If I write 0 here, the 4 times of 0 is this. Therefore, I will get a 2-digit number as 0, 0, 14 and 28. I have only 3 options here. Yes, then we'll go ahead. Which one I have to select among these? Then the sum of the digits is 10. Yes, 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 4 is a 5, 2 plus 8 is a 10. Therefore, the answer is 28, right? 28 is the right answer. Go to the next one. The sum of the digits of the number is 15. The sum of the digits of the number is 15. And the difference between the 10th place digit and the units place digit is 3. Okay. Here they are talking about only 10th place and unit place, means there will be 2-digit number. And they are saying that the sum of these two numbers must be equal to 15. Must be equal to 15. See here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Now I'll just randomly do it. Smartly you can do, but as it is a first lecture, I am explaining you in detail. 1 plus 1 means 11 is a number. 1 plus 1 is what? 2 means I should get 15. 1 plus 2, I will not get. 1 plus 3, no. 1 plus 4, no. 1 plus 5, no. 1 plus 6, no. 1 plus 7, no. 1 plus 8, no. 1 plus 9, no. 1 plus 0, no. Means 1 may not be there in these 2 digits. Like that 2, no. I will check with the maximum. Why to check with all? Therefore, 2 plus 9 is what? 2 plus 9 is 11. I have to get 15. Therefore, no. 3 plus 9 is what? 3 plus 9 is 12. No, I should get 15. 4 plus 9, 13. 5 plus 9, 14. 6 plus 9. Yes, I am getting somewhat here a good result. I am getting 6 plus 9 means 69 I got. Now 7 plus 9, 15. I am not getting 7 plus 9. 8 plus 9, 9 plus. Okay. Now when I come to the 7, I will check with these all. No, I will not get. Surely I will not get. 7 plus 8, yes, I will get. 7 plus 8, I will get. 7 plus 8, 15. Yes. Then I check with the 8. 8 with these all will not work. Then 8 plus 7 will work, means 87. Like that 9 will work with the 6, therefore 96. Only these 4 options I got. By cross checking with the statement, that is 2 digits when I add, I should get 15, means I got only 4 options. Now I will go to the next statement. Difference between the 10th place, yes, this place, and units place should be 3. Then I will get only one option, that is a 9 minus 6 is 3. Therefore 96 is the correct answer, right? However, this is how we solve number puzzles. Now whatever I explained here, these are all L1 and L2. L1 and L2 means what? Level 1 and level 2 only. The complicated problems you can go through any textbooks, or otherwise if you permit in the later days, you can come and approach me. I will teach you how to solve somewhat very complicated problems in number puzzles. Okay, now this is the first part of my lecture today, and we'll go to the next part of the today's lecture, that is the ratios and proportions. Okay, first we'll understand basics here, and after understanding basics only you can able to solve the problems. If you have any doubts in the previous class, you can ask. I will give you 2 minutes a time And if you have anything, you can raise. Okay. Hope there is no doubts in the number puzzles. The summary of the number puzzle is converting the statement into equation. Over. And after that, by using a simple mathematics, we need to solve for the number. Okay. This is the summary of the number puzzles. We'll go to the ratios and proportions. First, we'll understand the meaning of ratios and proportions. Then later we'll go to the problems. Ratio means what? Ratio. Ratio means something if I put in the numerator and something in the denominator, then this is called as ratio. You know? Or otherwise you will call it, you will write it in a two with the two dots, 3:5. What is this is to? No, in English they call it as is to, 3:5, 4:5, 7:8. What is the meaning of this is to? Anyone? Is something from childhood we will be not knowing many things like 3 3 za 3 3 ja. Ja means what this is? What is this ja? 3 3 za 9, 2 2 ja 4. Huh? When we were child, I think no one asked the mathematics teachers. Now also you can go to any schools and all. There you ask, what is this ja? Can anyone explain what is this ja? 2 2 ja. In Kannada it is very easy. Moor le. That it comes. But in English, what is this ja? Ja is just pronunciation like 3 3 is the 9. This is the become what? Za. 3 3 za. Like that. What is this? Is to? 3:5. That is to. 3 is to 5. Means these two are proportional to each other. Coming to the topic now. The ratio. Here, some mixtures will be there. For example, you will take one glass of milk, and that maid who this one supply this milk might be mixed with some water. Therefore, here some that portion will be of milk and some portion will be with the water. Then, how much milk and how much water is there here? To express that one, I can say that 10:1. 10:1 means for every 10 liter of milk, 1 liter of water is added. For every 10 liter of milk, 1 liter of water is added. See, this is what the ratio. You can write it like a 10/1 also. 10/1. It is called as a fraction. Means you can convert ratios into fractions and fractions into ratios. 3/5 can be written as 3:5. Okay, 10/3 can be written as 10:3. Right? This is a ratio. Any doubts here? If I compare two ratios, that become a proportion. If I compare two ratios, that become a proportion. Say for example, A is to B is a ratio and C is to B D is another ratio. then I'm comparing these two and I'm equating these two. Then I become, it becomes what? Proportion. This become proportion. Comparing the two ratios becomes a proportion. Okay, na? But the condition is when you compare the two things in the ratio, what you write in the numerator and denominator, both must be with the same units. Both must be with the same units. This is a common sense. If you are comparing rupees of one good and the rupees of another good, then that is a ratio. You are comparing, this is a 5 rupees and this is a 10 rupees. This is also rupees and this is also rupees. You can compare. You cannot compare 5 rupees of this good and 5 rupees you cannot compare with the 10 kg of this material. No, this is not comparison. This is a rupees and this is a kg. Cannot be compared. Okay. To put it in a ratio, then something should be in the numerator and something should be in the denominator. The first rule is the units must be same. The parameters on which you are measuring, they must be same. The first rule. And when you come to the ratios, when these proportions means what? Two ratios are there means this rule will definitely apply to this proportions also. Some relaxation is there in the proportion. That relaxation is 5 rupees you can compare with the kg. This rupees you can compare with the kg. But in the next ratio also you need to do the same thing. Rupees you should compare with the kg only. Kg only. Then I can say that this proportion is valid. Okay. I am getting 10 rupees. I am paying 10 rupees and getting 20 kg rice. 10 rupees I am paying and 20 kg rice I am getting. Then someone here in the rice only they have to talk, and in some village they are paying 15 rupees. Then how many kg rice they are going to get? See here, this is also rupees and this is also rupees. This is a kg and this must be kg. You cannot say like this, 10 rupees I am paying and I am getting 20 kg rice, and for 50 rupees, how many liters of milk I am getting? See, this is a nonsense. 10 rupees and 20 kg you are comparing for the rice, and this 50 rupees, okay, this is also rupees, this is also rupees, but this is a 20 kg of rice it is there here, and your water, you are comparing liter of water or petrol, something you are comparing. This is not the proportion. Means the proportion rule is what? If A is to B, then C is to D. The first rule is that A's unit and B's unit must be same. Like that, similarly, C's and D's unit must be same. Or second, A's unit and C's unit must be same, and B's unit and D's unit must be same. This is just a common sense. Okay, these are all common sense. Now, if I know a proportion A is to B equal to 5 is to 4, then, but this actually, it don't have any meaning. Just you are comparing, it don't have any meaning. To make it a meaningful, mathematical expression, I can write it like A equal to 5x and B is equal to 4x. Then from where this x came? This x called as a multiplier, common multiplier. Okay. Here 5 is to 4 is there. 5 is to 4 actually don't have any meaning. 5 times and 4 times. But what? Times what? Times that number or some material. Therefore, I have to use x here. That is A is to B equal to 5 is to 4. Means I can write it in a meaningful equation, that is A equal to 5x and B equal to 4x. This is ultimate hint to solve all problems in ratios and proportions. Whenever they give it like this, then you need to convert it into a meaningful statement like this. Or if you don't want to add x here, if you don't want to bring x here, then you can make it a meaningful statement by this also. A by B equal to 5 by 4. See, very interesting. It become equation. But actually here equation is there. This equation don't have a meaning. Therefore, in most of the textbook, they will write it like A is to B equal to 4 dots they will put and 5 is to 4 they will write it. Here, these 4 dots don't have any meaning. This equation don't have any meaning, but this equation has a meaning. This equation has a meaning. Right? This one further you can make it like a 4a equal to 5b. 4a equal to 5b. See, this become a smart equation now. 4a equal to 5b. Then directly, see, I came from here to here, and after that from here to here. Can I jump from here to here directly? Yes. Multiply the first number to the last number and the middle numbers. Then you will get it. Okay. This is what you are getting. A is to B equal to 3 is to 5. If it is like this, then first number to the last number multiply 5a. And the middle numbers b into 3, 3b over. You got it. If you are manipulating something, then you can write it a equal to 3x, then b equal to 5x. Okay, later you can play with these 3x and 5x. Okay, these are basic rules when you come to the ratios and proportions. To solve L1 and L2 problems, this much is enough. This much rules, whatever I explained here, these rules are enough. And one more very important rules, very important thing you should know. That is, when a ratio is there, 5 is to 4 is a ratio, then you can multiply whatever the number you like. For example, 2 and 2, then it become 10, then it become 8. Right? 5 into 2, 10, 5 into 4 into 2, 8. Then this ratio and 5 by 4 ratio, both are same. Both are same. 10 by 8 and 5 by 4, both are same. Why? Because a common multiplier I multiplied for the numerator and denominator. Means the conclusion is what? When a constant is multiplied to the denominator and numerator, then ratio will not change. The value of the ratio will not change. This is the first rule. Here I told about a multiplication. The same rule I can check for division also. I will take a 10 by 4 is a one number. This is a one ratio. Sorry. I will take something like a 3 by 8 is a one ratio. Then 3 by 3 divided by 8 by 3 is also a ratio. But this ratio and this ratio are same. Why? Because I divided the numerator by 3 and denominator also by 3. Means the common conclusion I can make it here. The second conclusion. If I have a common divider for the numerator and denominator, then ratio will not change its value. If a common divider is there for the numerator and denominator, then the ratio will not change. Common multiplier, common divider, then ratio will not change. What about addition and subtraction? That will check. Say for example 5 by 2. If I add 2 to the numerator and 2 to the denominator, then ratio, whatever it comes, 7 by 4. Then 5 by 2 is different than 7 by 4. These two cannot be equated. Means addition will not work. Then the conclusion is what? Third conclusion. If a common addition or subtraction, is made for numerator and denominator, then ratio will be altered. Ratio will change its value. Okay. This is what your 4 rules of that how to use these ratios and all. Now we'll go to the problems. Do you have any doubts here till now in these rules and all, ratios and proportions?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll go by very easy problems. We'll solve about 8 to 10 problems. A jug contain 15 liters of oil and water. Oil also there and water also there. What is the ratio of water to oil? Yes, this is very important. Water to oil. Water to oil. If there is 10 liters of oil in the mixture. Okay. See, this is a container. Human brain understands that understands diagrammatic explanation very quickly or stores very quickly. Therefore, we need to draw the diagrams here. 15 liters are there. This is a water or some island water, some liquid. This total is 15 liter. Inside, water is there and inside oil is also there. And they said that 10 liter of oil is there. Okay, oil is 10 liters. Then if it is 10 liter and 15 liter is the total, means what is how much? 5 liter. Common sense. Right? Now, what they want? Water to the oil. Water to oil. Then water is how much? 5 liter. Oil is how much? 10 liter. 2. Therefore, water is to oil is equal to 1:2. Over. Problem solved. Right? Just observe here what I made. I consider the total, and out of that, one part is given and the second part I can easily calculate and put them in a ratio. Over. Okay, now very easy. Go to the next one. Dead easy. 1:2 and 3:x are in the proportion. Find x. 1:2 is equal to 3:x. Then the first number to the last number multiplication, middle number multiplication. Therefore, 1 into x is x. 3 into 2 is a 6. Over. The problem is solved. Right? Next question. A is to B is 3:4 and B is to C is 8:9. Then A is to C is what? Okay, very important. Here we'll make one note. Here we have to make. First, I will go solving by my first method, that converting into a meaningful equation. That is said that A is to B equal to 3:4. No, that I will write it as a equal to 3x and B equal to 4x. Yeah, that rules can help me to write it like this: A equal to 3x and B equal to 4x. Coming to here, B is to C is what? B is to C equal to 8:9. Then here B equal to 8x and C equal to 9x. Yes, the rules will help me to write it like this. But very important. B equal to 4x and B equal to 9x. Which I have to believe? Which I have to believe? Whether B equal to 8x or B equal to 4x. We are in dilemma. Therefore, we cannot write it like this. Then the second thing suggests me that B equal to, I can write it 5y and C equal to 9y. Yes, instead of x, I considered y. Yes, this is also a correct way of representation. But it is a very complicated way of representation because B is already expressed in terms of one variable, that is x, and B is again expressing with another variable y. Therefore, it is complicated. This is right, but complicated. Therefore, avoid this method and this method and this method. We'll avoid it. We'll go and express in a different way. That is, A is to B equal to 3:4. That I will write it as A by B equal to 3/4. Yes, this is very interesting. Then this one I will write it like B by C equal to 8/9. What they want? A by C. A by C want. Okay, what I have to make? Which signs I need to use? Which sign I need to operate to make it A by C? A by B, B by C. Multiplication. Therefore, A by B multiplied with B by C. Then A by B means what? This means what? That is 3/4 multiplied by 8/9. Then B cancel. A by C left. Then what is here? 4 1s are 4 2s are 3 1s are 3 3s are. Then what is the left? 2/3. Therefore, what is A is to C? A is to C is 2:3. Over. Solved. Any doubts? See here. Why I wrote it like this? Because I thought I may get the solution, but I did not get. That's why I scratched this one. It doesn't mean that it will not work out in all the problems. First, I need to try with like this only, because this is a very interesting hint for this ratios and proportions. If it is not working, then only we need to come to this way. Then here it is working. I got it. 2:3 is the answer. Next question. Very, very interesting. A is to B is to C equal to 2:3:4. 3 terms they have considered. And A by B is to B by C is to C by A equal to what? Yeah, here I will go with my hint. That is A equal to what? 2x. B equal to what? 3x. C equal to what? 4x. Right now? Then they are asking A by B is to B by C is to C by A. You should not cancel this B and this B because they are not multiplied. They are just meaningless. Two dots are kept here. Then A means what? 2x. Yes, this is 2x. B means what? 3x. I don't have any dilemma here because only one terms are A, B, C are there and 2x, 3x, 4x are there. Therefore, then B is means what? 4x. Sorry, B is 3x. C, 4x. C, 4x. A, 2x. Then x cancelled now. X, all x cancelled. Then this is 2 by 3 is 2. 3 by 4 is 2. 4 by 2. 4 by 2 I will write it like 2 by 1. 2 by 1. Right? Because 2 ones are 2 twos are. Now, this might be the answer because they are asking A is to B, A by B, B by C, C by A. They are asking and I got it. But still, if I want to make a simplification out of this, then I will take a LCM. 4 3s are 12 as a LCM. Then 3 is there here. I have to multiply 4 so that I will get a 12. 4 is there here. Therefore, I have to multiply 3. Then 1 is there here. I have to multiply 12. Therefore, 2 4s are 8 is 2. 3 3s are 9 is 2. 12 2s are 24. Therefore, the answer, this 12 is there. 12 is divided for all the proportions. Okay. Therefore, I can remove it. Therefore, the answer is 8 is to 9 is to 24. Solved. I cannot further that word simplify this 8 is to 9 is to 24. Further simplification is not possible. Right? What I did here, check it. A, B, C are given in 2 is to 3 is to 4. Then I wrote them in a meaningful equation. And after that, wherever A is there, I put 2x, wherever B, 3x, wherever C, 4x. Just simplify it, take LCM over. Okay, we'll go to the next problem. Very interesting. A is to B, 2 is to 3. Okay, A is to B is, we'll take a different pen. Okay, A is to B is 2 is to 3. Then B is to C is 4 is to 5. Then C is to D is 6 is to 7. Okay. If I consider A equal to 2x and B equal to 3x, then here if I come here B equal to 4x and C equal to 5x, then B equal to 4x and B equal to 3x, a dilemma. Therefore, I cannot go by this way. Okay, I cannot go by that way. Then what I have to do? A by B equal to 2 by 3, B by C equal to 4 by 5, C by D equal to 6 by 7. Yes, but how I have to write this A, B, C, D? Is it like A by B by C by D? No, wrong. No, that will not work out like that. Therefore, it is very difficult to solve this equation this way also. Here you can solve, but it becomes very complicated, about one page. It takes one page to solve this. Now, this is a 3b. This I will multiply and this I will multiply. Then this becomes 3a equal to 2b. Now, like that, if I go, it becomes very complicated. Therefore, I will give you one hint for this one. Okay, we will not solve it by some standard rules. We will solve it by some hint. This hint will applicable only when two ratios are given and they are asking in like a complicated ratio. 3 or more than 3 terms are mixed. Then we need to apply. First, what we have to do here is, this hint says that A is to B is equal to 2 is to 3. You need to write it like this. After that, you take this one. B is to C is there, means B is there, and here also B is there. Therefore, B is to C, I have to write it like this. Below the B, that B should come. This B and this B should be in the one line, in one row. Okay, na? Then that equal to, this is a B. This 3 was a of B's. Therefore, here I have to write 4 is to 5. Okay, this way I have to write it. Why I have to write it? This is a hint. This is a hint. Therefore, you may not get a proof for this one. Now, what I have to do? I have to multiply these two, and these two, and these two. Then the same way, this two, and this two, and these two. Then what I will get? 2 4 is 8, is to 4 3 is 12, is to 5 3 is 15. See, this is what your A is to B is to C. See how easily I got it. A is to B is to C is 8 is to 12 is to 15. But the further C is to D is given. That C I will write here. D I will write here. Then here this represents C because this is a C and 15 represents C. Therefore, the 6 is to 7 I have to write it like 6 is to 7. Then I have to multiply these two. I have to multiply these two. I have to multiply these two. Then I have to multiply these two. Then 6 8 is 48. 12 6 is 72. 16 15 6 is 90. Yes, 90. Then 15 7 is 105. Okay. Can I further simplify this? Okay. Will it go by 2? This will go by 2. This will go by 2. This will go by 2. This will not go by 2. Therefore, we'll check with a 3. For that 3, just go to the previous lectures of my first lecture, that is divisibility criteria for 3. 8 plus 4, 12. Yes, it is divisible by 3. 7 plus 2, 9, divisible by 3. 9 plus 0, divisible by 3. 5 plus 1, 6, divisible by 3. Therefore, it may go by 3. Therefore, 48. 48 by 3 is 48 by 3. 3 1 ja, 3 1 ja, 1, 6 ja. Therefore, 16. 72 by 3. 72 by 3. 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja, 4. 24. Next, 30. Next, 105 by 3. 3 1 ja, 3 3 ja, 9. Okay. 9 1. 3 5 ja, 15. 35. See, this is the answer. This is the answer. 16 is to 24 is to 30 is to 35. Further, you cannot simplify this one. Okay, now? Just you remember this arrow. Or this, and this. Okay. These arrows you need to remember. These hints you need to remember. Next question. Very interesting. X is to 5 is 5 is to 2. X is to 5 means x by y equal to 5 by 2. Then they are asking 8x plus 9y divided by 8x plus 2y. Okay. They are asking how much it is. Here x and y is given. No? Therefore, I can write it like x equal to 5a and y equal to 2a. Here considered a as a constant because x, y and y in the problem itself they are given. Therefore 5a 2a. Then x equal to 5a, y equal to 2a. If you substitute here, then you will get the answer. Over. That is one way. That is x, 8 means 8. X means what? 5a. Plus 9 means 9. Y means what? 2a. Divided by 8 means 8. X means what? This is what plus it. X means what? 5a. Plus 2. Y means what? 2a. Then the answer is 8 5 is a 40. A. Plus 9 2 is a 18. A. Divided by 8 5 is a 40. A. Plus 2 2 is a 4. A. Therefore 40a plus 18a 58a. Divided by 40 plus 4 44a. 44a. Then a cancel. This is 58 by 44. It will go by 2. 2 2 2 ja 4 1 2 9 ja 29 by 2, 2, 2, 2, 24, 22. Therefore, 29 by 22 is the correct answer. What I did here, this was, I did not use this one. Here only, as x equal to y is equal to 5 is to 2, then I write x equal to 5a and y equal to 2a. Then I substituted in the place of x and y, I got the answer. Okay. Go to the next problem. Very interesting problem. Concrete mix is done in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 4. A cement is to sand is to aggregate. Aggregate means that your stones, small piece of stones. To produce 500 kg of concrete, how many kg of cement can be ordered? Ignore weight of the water added. Okay. See here, they have given it is 1 is to 2 is to 4. That is your cement is to sand is to aggregate. Means if you put 1 kg of cement, then 2 kg sand you need to put. 4 kg aggregate you need to put. Then how many kg total it becomes? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 4, 7. Means this is a container. 1 kg if you put a cement, 2 kg if you put a sand, and 4 kg if you put a this one what aggregate. Then total in this container, how much are there? 7 kg of the material is there. 7 kg concrete you are getting. Okay. Means here they are asking if it is a total 500 kg, then how much? Okay. Therefore, here the fraction is how much? The cement fraction is 1 by 7 is to 2 by 7 is to 4 by 7. How I got this 7? 7 is the sum of all these things. Then this 1 is a 1, 2 and 4. This I can make it. Like that, here the total quantity is 500. Total quantity is 500. Then this is your cement is to. Okay, we'll make it very easily. Very easy. This become complicated. See, 1 is to 2 is to 4 is equal to C is to S is to A. Then what is cement? Cement equal to 1x. What is sand? Sand equal to 2x. And how much aggregate? Aggregate is equal to 4x. If I add all of them, it becomes 7x. Then what is the total concrete? 500. That is a 500. Then x equal to 500 by 7 over. But x is not an answer. X is just a number. Then how much cement is there? Cement is 1x. Means it should be 50 by 7 kg of cement. Then here in this problem, cement they are asked. If they ask sand, then sand will be 2 into 50 by 7. This is sand. If they ask aggregate, that is 4 into 50 by 7. This is aggregate. Okay. These many kg of cement you need to add to make 500 kg concrete. This is somewhat L3 problem. This is somewhat L3 problem. Some complicated. Okay. Like that, many problems are there and you can solve them. Just I will put this in the equation. You can see two numbers are there in the ratio 3 is to 5. Two numbers means that is A is to B. They are in the ratio 3 is to 5. And 9 is subtracted from each. The new numbers are 12 is to 23. 5 minutes. Okay. Then here, if this is the ratio given, then what? A equal to 3x, then B equal to 5x. In the second statement, they said 9 is subtracted from each. Means 3x is subtracted by 9 and 5x is subtracted by 9. Then the ratio becomes 12 is to 23. That becomes 12 is to 23. Over. In this equation, find x value. Find x value. And whatever the x value comes, that is not the answer. The answer they are asking for small number. Here 3x and 5x is there. Which is small number? 3x is a small number. Therefore, this whatever the x you will bring, you will get it. That you bring and multiply here 3x. This is the answer. Okay. Just solve it yourself. Take a screenshot if you want. Then you can solve this question. Okay. We'll go to the next one. Next, a certain amount was divided between 4 and A and B in the ratio 4:3. If B's share is 4,800, then the total amount was, very easy question it is. They said that A is to B, they have 4:3 ratios money. Then here I can write it as A equal to 4x and B equal to 3x. A equal to 4x and B equal to 3x. Then they say that B's share is 4,800. Means B's share is, according to this equation, B's share is 3x. According to given statement, B's share is 4,800. Means I can equate them. Therefore, x equal to 3 1 ja 3 1600 ja. Therefore, 1600 x I got. What they are asking? Then the total amount they are asking. Total amount means what? A's is a 4x and B's is a 3x. The total amount is 7x. This is a total amount. But x equal to 1600 means 7 into 1600 is a total amount over. The total amount was 7 into 16. Okay. Like that, there are many problems are there. You can solve them and you will definitely get the answer. And I can understand the difficulty of understand that of your side, that here I am one way. It is a one-way teaching, right? I'm just explaining, I'm considering the problems and writing them here, and I am not understanding whether you understood or not. I'm not thinking about that. In which part of the statement or in which part of the simplification you are getting trouble, that I am not understanding here in online mode of teaching. Here the presumption will be like you know everything. Whatever I am teaching now here in this board, you are getting it. This presumption I am making and I am teaching, and therefore this is just an alternative. This is not a solution. I am introducing ratios and proportions and number puzzles. Therefore, if you have many doubts, if you have any doubts, any or many, okay, you can contact through WhatsApp, or otherwise when offline starts, you can come to me and I will explain in detail about these. And the problems which are solved here are L1 and L2 level. And if you want more higher standard problems, we can solve them also. Okay. If you have anything to add or anything want to convey, you can convey it.
Students, any doubts in whatever the problem sir has solved? Any problems are there, please ask, unmute your audio and you can ask, or just type it in the chat box. Yes, sir, I hope they have no doubts as of now. So if
Yes,
anything
sir.
is there, yes, sir, you have already told them to contact you. So
Yes,
they
sir.
can
Yes, sir.
contact, they can
Yes,
come
sir.
to me and I'll send them to you, or they can directly come to you. Even that is a possibility.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because this in online, one way it is, one way love it is. Okay, I am not getting whether that
Yeah.
other person is loving me or not. Just it is a one way, and the way I can impress, I will do that one. Anna, when
Yes, sir.
only when that offline classes starts, then only we will understand the difficulties what they are feeling. Therefore, you people, you can demand me, means when offline starts, you can ask Ravi sir saying that we will have this session once again, then we will continue with the offline mode, so that I can that would solve all the doubts of your own. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thanks for the offer. Our students will take maximum use of it
Yes, sir.
as
Yes,
and
sir.
when our college starts. So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
think over it and have one more class, sir.
Sure, sir. No problem, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir, for your
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome,
time
sir.
and teaching our students.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. So, with your
Yes.
permission, can I end the call, sir?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. Students.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. Right, sir.